So about a month ago, I celebrated my 36th birthday, and I think it's about time I had a midlife crisis.
Shifting Lanes would like to thank this month's sponsor, Avalon King Armor Shield 9. Check the link in the description below to go to their website and see their ceramic coating next level product, Armor Shield 9. Use code SHIFT25 to receive $25 off your purchase of Armor Shield 9. We have this on our cars and it is an amazing product. Get yours today. Check the link in the description below or go to avalonking.com and use code SHIFT25.
Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to Shifting Lanes. My name's Chad, and today we're talking about sports cars. Specifically, sports cars you can get for around $30,000. Sports cars that maybe at some point down the road, given the means, I might actually consider buying. This is my Volvo. It is not a sports car. She's handling like one, but if you've been following this build, I will get to that next week. Today is all about purebred sports cars. And we start the list in no particular order. This is about 7 cars that, given the means, I would consider buying with what many consider to be the quintessential sports car, and that is the Porsche 911. Now, 996s have been going for $30,000 or under for quite some time now. However, it's not the best looking Porsche you can buy. I really don't like the headlights on those, but 997s are starting to creep to $30,000 and in some cases a little bit below. 321 horsepower and 272 foot-pounds of torque. And when that is applied, you get to 60 in about 5 seconds, which is still really, really quick. It looks great. It's a fantastic car. There's nothing really to hate about a 911. Sure, some people, some haters might say the engine's in the wrong place, yada, yada, yada. It's all been said. It's all been heard. Basically, the 911 is a fantastic car, 321 horsepower. It's the perfect amount of horsepower to just have fun on back roads. You can still get a Porsche for around $30,000, which is kind of boggles the mind when you think about it. The next car on our list is an E90X BMW M3. Now, you can get the 90, 92, or the 93 if you're about that drop-top life. I'm not. But you can get pretty much all of these for $30,000, or in some cases, a pretty significant chunk under that. You get a 4-liter engine, revs to 8,300 RPM, which is amazing, which leads to another phenomenal sounding car. You'll get to 60 in 4.1 seconds. You can get it in a 6-speed manual. You can get it in a pretty fast automatic as well if, you like that sort of thing. But these cars are amazing to drive. If you've never driven an M3 or at least a well-sorted M3, do so. Yes, it's kind of a obvious choice, so to speak, but they are phenomenal machines. Sure, BMWs, their reliability isn't the best in the world, so getting one that's well-sorted is definitely worth spending the time and research for. I can speak from personal experience that any Vanos or variable valve timing in these BMWs, when they go bad, it's pretty expensive. I had an E46 M3, add a second bank of cylinders, twice the problem. So definitely, if you're looking for the M3, make sure it's well sorted out. The electrics work, the Vanos works, all that stuff. But if you get yourself a well sorted one, and you can definitely do so for $30,000, you're going to end up with an amazing machine, and the aftermarket is awash with really, really good parts for these cars. I've read somewhere that you throw headers and exhaust and a decent tune, and you're going to be nudging 500 horsepower on one of these things. Whew. What is not to like about a car like that? The next car on our list, and coincidentally the oldest, is the Dodge Viper. Now, for $30,000, you're going to have to go back to probably a Gen 1, which is the RT, which I personally prefer the coupe. However, there is no denying that the Viper is an absolute animal of a machine. If you like that raw driving experience with the added bonus of potentially burning your legs on exposed side exit exhaust, the Viper is for you. You can get these for right around $30,000. That is really the floor for these cars, so getting one that's really, really well sorted is, again, going to take a lot of effort. But you can do so, and what's not to love about an 8-liter V10, basically 400 horsepower, 465 foot-pounds of torque, 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, and a car that just looks like basically nothing else on the road. They are absolutely amazing machines, and they're getting really, really reasonable when it comes to the price tag. The next car on my list is a Mustang. And I know what you're about to say about Mustangs. Crowds beware, car shows, yada, 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 yada. Unsophisticated suspension, blah, 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 blah. Well, this isn't an ordinary Mustang. This isn't a GT Mustang. This is the Boss 302. That's 444 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. And it went faster around Laguna Seca than an E90X M3. So with all of that, let's just call it simple engineering, it was still a faster car on one of America's greatest road courses than the legend that is the M3 of the same era. That is a seriously quick car you can get for right at $30,000. They're amazing machines. I love the way they look. The Coyote sounds awesome. It's one of the best sounding modern American V8s out there. It's just a really, really good machine. So what if it's got dated design and things like that? It just works. They're a hoot to drive, and you can get one for a really reasonable price now. I saved the best for last. The car that I've basically wanted since I first saw it, since I first watched the Top Gear review, everything like that. And it is the Chevy Corvette. And it's the Chevy Corvette Z06, the C6 generation to be specific. You have a 7-liter or 427 cubic inch American pushrod V8 making 505 horsepower, a sub 4 second 0 to 60, almost bulletproof 6-speed manual gearbox. Everything you want in a sports car. It's got the looks, it's got the sound, it's got the attitude, it's got just about everything. I personally love these machines. It's quite literally a dream car of mine, and if one day I could just be so lucky to get my hands on one of these, I mean, these cars are seriously fast machines. I mean, we're talking, again, under 4 seconds to 60. And you can get it for $30,000. And the LS7 has a load of aftermarket potential. LSs in general are some of the easiest engines to get serious horsepower out of for not a lot of money. So you have a car that's seriously quick to begin with, throw a couple bucks at it, and you have an absolute monster of a car. It's probably my favorite car on the list, but I love each and every one of these cars in different ways for different reasons and things like that. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what cars I left off, what car on the list is your favorite, and the reason why, and all that other stuff. Let me know, because I'm genuinely curious. I'm by no means saying that these are the definitive cars in this price range. They're just cars I like. So let me know. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Also, hit that notification bell because, well, that way you get Shifting Lanes content the moment we release it. So that's the best way to get our stuff as soon as possible. If you want to follow us on social media, it's at Shifting Lanes. I personally am at Kennedy83. I'm going to try to be a little more active on there, but if you want to send me a DM, tell me I'm an idiot, tell me anything really. I love having conversations with fellow car people. It's part of the reason why I do this. So just drop me a line and I'll try to answer your questions as best I possibly can. Sports cars, man, they're getting cheaper and cheaper, especially the good ones. There's still good ones for even less than this, but $30,000 seems to be a great point for some great cars, so you can have a lot of fun for not that much money. I see that as a win-win. Again, next time, guys, coilovers are on the C30. I will be reviewing those next time, but for this one, that's a wrap, and I'll catch you next time.